Why do the nations rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sits in the heavens will laugh. The Lord will have them in derision. Then shall he speak to them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet I have set my king on my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, you are my son. This day I have begotten you. Ask of me, and I will give you the nations for your inheritance and the uttermost parts of the earth for your possession. You will break them with a rod of iron. You will dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O you kings, be instructed, you judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear. Rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. It's just so sad, so appalling, so revolting, so criminal that the Hamas would spend so many resources and so many years digging these tunnels, making infrastructure with the sole purpose of hurting and killing innocent people, innocent Jewish people, and not even looking towards Mecca and Medina, which is in the Quran, but looking to try to destroy Israel. Jerusalem's not mentioned in the Quran, and now there's a chance for change. And look at the indoctrination. Here we are in a school in Sajaiya, and you go inside these schools, inside these hospitals even, but places of learning, even universities, and there it is, a tunnel, a tunnel used to transport weapons, and this must change. And now to see them surrendering, they want something new, and of course we have to check them for bombs. That's why we had to take their shirt off and check them for bombs, but they're surrendering, and they're putting their guns down and saying, look, we want a different future. This is a moment, and I think it's great that, look, this gentleman comes forward and puts down the gun. We must continue this. We must be able to see a new future for these people, because they are there's a difference. Now there's becoming a moment for a difference between Palestinian people and Hamas. And he's saying, I don't want to be with Hamas. It's also been amazing to be with friends, to see people like Hanani Naftali, Joshua Aaron, and be able to work together and speak in the Knesset.
For coming from all the way from the Gaza, really thankful for you being here with us and protecting the country. Maybe you want to come quickly before we finish. Can we have one more minute? Because Chaim, we can't just go without you telling us, how are you doing there in Gaza?
Well,
how are our soldiers doing in Gaza?
Yes, so definitely shalom to members of Knesset, rabbis, honorable delegates, friends from around the world. Thank you for your prayers. If not now, to pray when. And there is definitely a fervor. There's a seeking of Elohei Israel at this time, because you look into the void. When you see death, you see darkness, and there's something in your soul that it's hard to explain, but you start to say, wow, like my friend died in the Yechidat Yalom, and so I'm a combat engineer in the elite unit of the combat engineer corps called Yalom, and let's assume I thought something exploded and he's no longer with us. Bieber. So I just put my hands on the dirt, and ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and I just thought, wow, he's no longer here. And this jolted something in, not only in me, but friends around the world. There is a huge work ahead of us with comfort. Yes, comfort you, my people. That's a command, Isaiah 40, verse 1. And the whole nation, as you know, is going through this. But for the soldiers right there, looking into that eternity, I say that they need those prayers. They need those prayers. The people want the tefillin, they want the tzitzit, and they want really to feel this family of faith. And I just want to say this: as the Amalekites attacked, unprovoked, they are judged by God in the same way. The judgment of God is righteous. That's just the judgment of God is righteous. God is love, we know, but he's also righteous. And if we won't stand up, we love our enemies, yes, but we have to stand up and defend the defenseless. And that is righteous, and God is righteous. And just this, as we have a journey ahead of us still, I know many haven't been able to go home, and you're on adrenaline, and you're going forward like this, and you don't get to see home. As soon as you see home, it's almost like, wow, I don't want to go back there ever. But I want you to just keep them in prayer as this. It's not about adrenaline. It's about we serve a living God of Israel, this country. Nothing is going to take away the promises, not Hamas, not Islamic Jihad. Nothing will stop the promises of God over this place. And so keep praying the promises over Israel and pray protection over the troops, but also strategy, also wisdom over the troops. Also the medical personnel. I mean, they're working day and night, no stop, trying to save lives. And so many have lost eyesight, limbs. I mean, it's hard, it's real. So pray over the medical staff. Pray over the decision makers, pray over the journey of restoration that this nation is going to have to go through, and the return of the hostages, of course. And this is a cliche, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is. And to the hostages, I just pray, Avinu Shebashamayim, we just ask for the light in the eyes of these hostages not to go out. And yes, there have been stars that have supernovaed, but their light continues, meaning these soldiers that have died. And their light continues. But we just pray over these hostages that the light, the hope, will remain in their eyes, and the hope, the tikva, shall remain over this country and its future. And the friends who stand and choose life and choose light over darkness, choose good over evil, choose truth, and truth will set you free.
Thank you so much, Chaim. I'm just so touched by the fact that you're here and that you're sharing. I mean, coming out of these fierce battles and having the bullets whistle around you, and now you're standing here with us and encouraging us to pray. I think it's so important for all of us and all of you, our friends out there, to pray for our courageous soldiers, to stand in prayer with them, because they are doing their job, and you will do your job. I mean, there was a Bible school in during the Second World War, Rees Howells, and these people prayed during all of these battles, Dunkirk, evacuation, all the big battles that the United Kingdom had to go through, facing this murderous Nazi regime in Germany at that time. And they also prayed all the way to the rebirth of the state of Israel. And they were able to see the greatest miracle of the 20th century. They were able to see the greatest miracle that the Bible promised, that the Jewish people will not just come back to this land, but have their country. And Israel is forever. And I'm so happy to proclaim it, standing beside a soldier coming from the Gaza Strip and saying, Israel is forever. Sun and moon and stars in heaven will lose its power, but Israel will remain a nation before God.
Yes, one last thought. Daniel, when he faced a spiritual battle, Daniel in the Bible, he knew what to do. Esther, she faced a spiritual battle. She knew what to do. Do you know what to do? That's the question.
And the question is answered by very simple answer: prayer.
It is so amazing to help these warriors who are risking their life with these bulletproof vests to keep them safe. What's your name?
Oded.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to help you.
Thank you very much, Aliyah Return Center. It's my pleasure to have that.
You're serving the country. You're keeping us safe. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.